Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stellaris Console Edition video where the galaxy itself is under attack. The Pretheran Scourge has arrived. They are clearly not friendly. They are scourging with impunity. They breached the galaxy in the space belonging to the autocracy of Nur, and there does not seem to be much hope of stopping them. They are not near us at the moment, which is good because we are at war with the Derp Coalition. The League of Valsho is on our side. The Jibru Star Dynasty is on the side of the Derp. But that is happening in the southern part of the galaxy, and the northern part of the galaxy is under attack by the Scourge. The autocracy of Nur has informed us that they can no longer guarantee our independence. I can sort of understand this. We had a defensive pact with them, but they're backing out because their space is under direct attack from the Scourge, and I don't really blame them. You can see that the Scourge has already gained a couple of footholds in the northern part of the galaxy. They are not going completely unopposed. Here the hierarchy of Bak are bombarding a planet that is that belongs to the Scourge. But you can see that the Bak fleet is about 18k and a Scourge fleet of about 62k is approaching there. So the Bak wisely flee. It appears that they did free the planet before they were chased away, so that is a small victory. But they are not even going to bother to attempt a fight with the Scourge, and that is probably a good idea, as you saw if you watched the last video where the Scourge arrived in our galaxy. The Scourge has many fleets of this size, and some even larger than this size. And so they probably would have just casually wiped out the Bak fleet. In fact, there is another Scourge fleet there in the background, just kind of cruising into the system and saying, what's all this then? But as you can see here in this footage that is sped up about 8 times, this is 8 times the normal speed. You can see that the Scourge is spreading without much in the way of a challenge from the other species. But we are still at war, and we're still doing our thing and trying to destroy some of the Derp stations, but their fleet does its thing and comes back and destroys our fleet again. So we're at war, but quite honestly, I'm more interested in what's going on here in the northern part of the galaxy, because even just in that little part of the game where I looked away and I tried to attack the Derp, the Scourge have clearly spread out even more.
Enemy troops landing.
But I can't forget what's going on in our space, because enemy troops are now landing on a planet here. And it turns out that the Derp are finally invading Core Prime, which is something they normally do right away in a war, but in this war they didn't do that. But they finally got around to it. There go their landing pods, or whatever those are. And it's not long before they take the planet.
Construction complete. Planet lost to invasion.
So there goes the planet once again, but this has happened numerous times, as you know, if you've been watching this series. This system is deep within Derp space, and so they usually come there first. But on the lighter side of the news, a tomb world that I've been terraforming is now ready for colonization. So I'm building a colony ship. But, like I said, I'm more interested in what's going on here in the northern part of the galaxy.
Incoming transmission.
And as usual, as it has happened numerous times in this game, the derp declare war and then eventually say, "Hey, hold on, let's not let this get out of hand, human. Let's think a while." So the war is over again. So that's good, but the galaxy is still in deep, deep trouble.
Colony established.
You can see the Scourge is really spreading now, but once again, a little bit of good news because our colony on the Tomb World has been established. This planet is within an existing sector, so I'm just going to let the AI handle the development of this world. There are some ancient ruins on this planet, but I'm going to let the AI handle it. Here we are once again at 8 times speed, watching the spread of the Scourge. And there doesn't seem to be much that can be done about this at the moment. But what's this? One of the fallen empires that has been minding their own business this entire time, the Vanokan conservers, they have awakened and taken notice to this outside threat. There was some activity, like perhaps they were sending some scouting ships to assess the graveness of the situation. But they are now clearly awakening, and they are forming the Galactic Defense League, and they are calling on all of the quote-unquote lesser species to put aside their feuds, put aside their differences, and join together in repelling this menace for the sake of all sentient life in the galaxy. And so I have the choice of 2 responses there. Will they be able to save us? Or we do not need them. I am, of course, choosing, will they be able to save us? And I, of course, will do everything I can against this threat. The Vanokan conservers are located right there, not too far from my space, which is probably a good thing. Maybe they will help to keep the Scourge out of my systems. But, yeah, we have a glimmer of hope here. And a fallen empire has awakened and is trying to rally everyone together to repel this threat from outside our galaxy. We'll see how it works out. We will certainly try to do our part. But for now, I'm going to leave off here and say, as always, thanks for watching.